Whispering, whispering, surge of the sea. Shimmering, sparkling, surge of the waves. Soothing, sighing, sound of the waves. Salty swells in echoing caves. Singing to sleep the drowsy land. Sprawling surf on silvery sand. Hello. Have you ever been to the seaside? This seaside town's not very busy at the moment. Even the beach is empty. There's a deck chair waiting for somebody to get nice and comfortable in it for the afternoon. Further down the beach, lots of rocks. They're always fun to explore. And sometimes in the small little holes in the rocks when the tide goes out, they're left behind full of water, you find all sorts of sea creatures in the rock pools. Perhaps something as beautiful as a starfish. You have to be very careful though. You may just get one of your toes nibbled by a crabby crab. Over there, by the cliffs, there's a deep, dark cave. I wonder perhaps what would that be used for? Maybe once upon a time, smugglers or even pirates may have used it as a pirate cave. Over on the hill, the animals have to be very careful that they don't go too close to the edge of the cliff. They seem sure-footed. Oh, somebody's here in the seaside town already playing crazy golf. No seaside town would be complete without a fun fair. There's the roundabout. My favourite ride is the helter-skelter. It's hard work climbing to the top with a mat, but the fun part is round and round as you go down, sliding on the wicker mat. Over there, lots of seaside shops and a hotel. Oh, and a post office. You can buy the stamps to send the postcards home to any of your friends from there. One of the most important parts of a seaside town is over here, the station, because that's where all the people coming to the seaside to enjoy themselves, that's where lots of them would arrive anyway, at the railway station. If you went to the seaside, how would you travel there, do you think? By car, perhaps? Or coach? Or maybe on a bicycle? Lots of people come in on this railway station. The fun doesn't always start when you get to the seaside. Sometimes the fun can begin back at home, when you're packing your bags, ready to go. Here's somebody else packing their bags for a trip to the seaside.
Sunglasses and sun hat. Hello. Now, Jemima's going to the seaside, so with her she's taking her sunglasses and sun hat. There you are, Jemima.
That reminds me of a game. Oh. Well, little Ted, he's going to the seaside, and he's taking his sunglasses and a sun hat, and you have to remember each one now. Sunglasses, sun hat, and a towel.
Okay, so Poppy is going to the seaside, and with her she's taking her sunglasses, sun hat, towel, and a ball. There you are, Poppy.
Did you remember all them? Well, Big Ted is packing to go to the seaside, and he's taking... mustn't look. He's taking his sunglasses, a sun hat, a towel, a ball, and... sunglasses, sun hat, towel. Got to remember them all. And, let me think, and... oh, I know. A bucket and spade.
Right, now, do you remember everything that was packed? So, Humpty's going to the seaside, and with him he's taking his sunglasses, sun hat, towel, beach ball, bucket and spade, and what else, Humpty? A bird, and a boat, an umbrella, binoculars. Well, Humpty, I think you've got too much stuff here. Look, there's a snorkel. Oh, if I just get that off. Oh. And a camera. And I think that's flippers he's got on this, so let me see if I can just pack all this stuff. I think everything can fit in. Now, it can just about fit in, but I don't know if it can close. Perhaps I'll need something heavy to go on top. As it's all your stuff, Humpty, you can try and pack your case. There.
Humpty seems to have packed everything but the kitchen sink. Do you think he's forgotten anything? There's somebody else packing to go away in today's story. It's a very forgetful lion. Sydney is in a dreadful state. Unless he hurries, he'll be late. He's off to visit Cousin Joe. There's so much to remember, though. The present's wrapped, the card's been done. A fishing rod. That might be fun. Binoculars to see the view. A towel could be useful too. Raincoat, hat, umbrella, snack, thermos, camera, key and pack. He's made a list of everything. But which does he forget to bring? Can you spot what it is that he forgets? Sydney's bus soon comes along. He takes a seat, but something's wrong. Jumping up, he cries, "Oh dear, my umbrella isn't here." Off he gets to catch the train. Look, it's just begun to rain. He goes to put his raincoat on. Now, where on earth could that have gone? Never mind, he's caught the train. Time to check his list again. Oh no, he sighs, it can't be true. I've lost my brand new thermos too. Fields and farmyards rattle past. Here is Sydney's stop at last. The sun, he cries. Just look at that. Did I forget to bring my hat? Sydney's only halfway there. Now he has an hour to spare. Time to fish, he thinks. Oh, that's odd. I'm sure I brought my fishing rod. Still, he says, what's done is done. I think I'll picnic in the sun. Just a minute, though. How weird. Now my snack has disappeared. Time to go and get the boat. In he climbs and off they float. I need a towel. The seat's all wet. Now, did I have one? I forget. Joe, he calls. The perfect day. I spotted you from miles away. With my binoculars, you know. What binoculars? Says Joe. I've lost a few things on the way, but not this gift, I'm glad to say. Happy birthday. It's a cake. But where's the card, for goodness sake? Bye, he says at last. But no, a photo just before I go. Hold on, my camera isn't here. Oh well, smiles Joe. See you next year. As he leaves the rock behind, there's a doubt in Sydney's mind. Something else I had with me. Now, let me think. What could it be? Sydney gets home late that night. His neighbour calls out, you all right? Trip go well and enjoy the sea? Fine, he says, but where's my key?
Oh, right. I think that's everything packed. Now, I've just got to make sure that the toys have got the right keys to the right cases. So I've got 3 keys here. There's a big one, a medium-sized one, and a small one. Now, let's see. What key would go for what case? See if you can have a guess. This big one. What do you think? Think it'll fit there? No, it looks a bit too big. How about Poppy's case? Nope, that one definitely doesn't go. So I think it must be Humpty's. Yeah, that's right. Humpty, you have that one. 2 more keys. How about this one? What case? Poppy's? Nope, too big. So it must go for the medium-sized case. There you are. That's yours, Big Ted. And just 1 more key left, so it must be Poppy's. Yep, it fits the lock. I think you're all set, toys.
Beep, beep.
Oh,
Beep, beep.
the car's arrived.
Beep, beep. Here's the car.
Right.
Ready for the trip to the seaside.
Come along, toys. In you get.
Oh, I have to load Humpty's heavy case. Oh, Humpty.
Right. Big Ted, you sit there with Jemima. And I think Poppy can go at the back. Now, hold on tight, everyone. Oh, Humpty, come along. Perhaps Humpty will fit in with Poppy and And now I think that's everything. Everyone got their keys? Right. I think we're off.
Bye-bye.
Ready? Beep, beep, beep,
Bye.
beep, 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 beep.
You could make your own cardboard car. Doesn't have to be as big as the toys car. Any old cardboard box will do. A little bit of paint on the wheels, and maybe a paper plate for the steering wheel. And it's beep, beep, off to the seaside. Through the window today, there's a family going on a car outing. There'll be lots for them to see. Have a look through the arched window. I think it's time you all got out and went for a stroll down the prom, perhaps. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. Oh, I do like to stroll along the prom, 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 where the brass bands play fiddly-um-pom-pom. So just let me be beside the seaside, and I'll be beside myself in glee. And there's lots of girls beside, I should like to be beside the seaside, beside the sea. Oh, I do like to be beside the seaside. I do like to be beside the sea. I do like to stroll along the prom, 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 where the brass bands play tiddly-om-pom-pom. So just let me be beside the seaside, and I'll be beside myself in glee. And there's lots of girls beside, I should like to be beside the seaside, beside the sea.
Now, Cuckoo, I can tell what you've been eating. She's got candy floss all around her mouth. Have a look at the clock and see what time it's saying. Well, the long hand is pointing straight up. So that means it's something o'clock. And the short hand is pointing to the number 1. So today the clock is saying 1 o'clock. And it's time for us to go now. Bye-bye.